By April 2005, Irene White knew that her life was in danger. Her fears had been well documented through conversations with friends, counsellors, and the Garda, as well as private diaries she kept. Despite being just 43 years old, she was considering making a will, believing that her death could be imminent. A bright and intelligent woman, she knew to tell people close to her about her concerns. She felt it was a case of not if it would happen, but when. Life hadn't always been like this for Irene, though, and most of her years had been spent living a normal and peaceful existence, free from the worry that someone was after her. Born on 22nd of October 1961 in the rural Louth village of Omeath, she was the youngest of Maureen and Matthew McBride's 3 children. She grew up in the family cottage at Knocknagoran, known as Kjol, which had been willed to Maureen by her father. Irene's older siblings were Anne and Michael, but tragedy struck the McBride family on 26th of June 1963. Michael, then aged 6, was knocked down by a car in front of the family home. He later passed away from his injuries, and the driver of the vehicle was charged with dangerous driving causing death and driving with no insurance. It was the first of several tragedies to impact the family. In 1972, Matthew McBride passed away following a battle with cancer. Irene was enrolled in St. Lawrence's National School in Omeath and then moved to the nearby St. Michael's College in 1974 to begin her second-level education. She was a studious teenager, receiving 7 honours in her intercert before sitting her leaving cert in 1979. Irene was sociable during her time in school, with friends saying she always looked at the funny side of things in life. She was an enthusiastic badminton player and was also known for her distinctive hobbies. She raised goats and chickens at the family cottage. Her first job, while still studying for her leaving cert, was as a receptionist at Dundalk Aluminium, before later being employed by a coal company on Quay Street in the town. She would spend most of her 20s with that company, while also taking up a variety of educational courses in the 1980s, including one in mechanics and one in psychology. A gifted student who shone at English in her school years, she also became involved with the Omeath Development Association and helped in organising the local gala festival for several years. In 1986, she began her first serious relationship when she met George Bannister, a customs official from Dublin who'd relocated to Omeath for work. He encountered Irene one night and was smitten with her charm and beauty. The romance developed and they began renting a property together at Chapel Hill in Omeath, with Irene falling pregnant a short time later. On 23rd of February 1988, their daughter Jennifer McBride was born in Newry, County Down. Shortly after Jennifer came along, Irene took up work as a barmaid in Carlingford, then later moved back to Fife's in Dundalk, where she worked as a secretary. An extrovert, Irene returned to the more sociable pub work at the Century Bar in Dundalk. The owner, Tony O'Kane, had worked with Irene at the coal company on Quay Street, and she became good friends with his wife, Dimna.